Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bridget Parker and I cover all things true crime. I stream live on YouTube, Periscope and DLive, and we also upload to all major podcasting networks, so Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, etc. So I'm welcoming in everyone that's here live in the chat, and a big hello to anyone who's listening to the replay on whichever device you're listening on. Let me just quickly pull up the restream. Okay, that's up. So let's say hello to everyone. So hello to Gail. Gail was in first. Hey Ray D. Hey Canadian Witches. Kelly in Oregon. Morgan. Zoe Bug Pickles. Lindsay Hall. Oh, thank you for listening to the replays, Lindsay. Hey Kathy. So welcome in. I hope everyone's having a good day or night wherever they are. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so just a pre-warning, just in case I get all mixed up and confused with my words. Hey CS, I hope you're having a good night. So I probably won't be on as long as I usually am. I just wanted to come on and share some information about a new missing child's case that I saw yesterday, that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention, and to share a case update about the Lisa Snyder case, which she's the mother who horrifically murdered her two children, Conner and Brinley. Hey Pauline, hey Shelley, hey Making Racket, hey Kanga Blue, welcome in everyone. Welcome, welcome. So, let me pull up this image. So I don't know if anyone's heard, this is only a really fresh missing child case. Thank you Zoe Bug Pickles. This only happened on Monday in South Carolina. So we have a missing 6-year-old girl. She was last seen at about 3:45 on Monday. Her mum reported her missing at 5 p.m. She got off her school bus, and I'll show you a photo of the last image that they saw of her. She got off the school bus and she was playing in her front yard on Londonderry Lane, and she disappeared. There's really not a lot of information, but I wanted to pop up in a second the press conference from earlier, just a couple of hours ago. She is lactose intolerant and she has a speech impediment because her tongue is tethered, so she's got like a tongue tie. Hey Val's Variety Venue. Yeah, I read about Faye being missing yesterday, and sometimes I usually wait a couple of days because my optimism is that most of the time they are found. I posted a really cool article today, I think I did, in the group All Things True Crime on Facebook, that a girl who had been abducted actually was reunited with her family. So for me, I just wait a little bit, just in the hopes that they will be found, or whatever. So Lindsay says this little girl lives about 1-2 hours away from us. Oh, she's just the cutest little girl. She's so sweet looking. So she would have been last seen wearing a black shirt with neon colors and a flower print skirt and polka dot rain boots. So let me pull up the image of the last image of her, and it was captured of her getting off the school bus. Let me find it. Okay, so this is exactly what she was wearing, coming up on the screen. So if you're listening back to the podcast, I have put this image up in the All Things True Crime Facebook page. Facebook group and on my Facebook page. And if you just search All Things True Crime, it will come up. So she's got her hair down, and she's wearing a black shirt with like neon writing on it. You can see from the image. So yeah, we don't really know what's happened. Yeah, she has strawberry blonde hair. Actually, I think that they used to say that about me when I was younger. But it wasn't red. I'm just looking at her photos. My hair wasn't that. Maybe I wasn't really strawberry blonde. No, there hasn't been an Amber Alert. David Wade, hey, welcome in. So I don't think there's certain requirements that need to be met for an Amber Alert. I feel like there needs to be another alert of a different kind when this sort of thing happens, because the requirement for an Amber Alert is actually, I don't want to misquote it, so let me just Google it. I looked it up recently for a different, for Harley's case. I looked it up because everyone's wondering why he wasn't given an Amber Alert. So in order for, this is a summary of Department of Justice recommended criteria. There is reasonable belief by law enforcement that an abduction has occurred. The law enforcement agency believes that the child is in imminent danger of seriously bodily injury or death. There is enough descriptive information about the victim and the abduction for law enforcement to issue an Amber Alert to assist in the recovery of the child. The abduction of the child age 17 years or younger. The child's name and other critical data elements, including the child abduction flag, have been entered into the National Crime Information Centre system. So in thinking about it in regards to Faye's case, we don't know for sure that an abduction has occurred. She may have wandered off. So you can't, so that sort of is a little iffy. So she doesn't, and they don't really know if she's in imminent danger of seriously bodily injury or death, although being missing, you would kind of imagine that she is. So it's kind of a little, it can be a little iffy. I feel like there needs to be another type of alert when you're not, when the required criteria isn't met. I think there needs to be a different one. That's just my personal opinion. Let me go back into my live. Hey, Jay Suarez. I'm just reading the chat. So, David, she went missing on Monday. She was last seen at 3:45 p.m. She got off a school bus and was playing in her front yard. And last seen at 3:45, and her mum called police to report her missing at 5 p.m. I can't imagine that though. Ugh, poor parents. Okay, so I wanted to pull up the, let me find it. I wanted to pull up the press conference from earlier. Oh, I can't do that. That's annoying. So let me do this. And so we can have a little listen to the latest as of 5 p.m. So let me just center this for you guys. Perfect, down here. I haven't even listened to this myself, actually. Been one of those mornings. Bella's in a bad routine at the moment of waking up at 5 a.m. So she wakes up at 5 a.m. I have to let her outside, and then I come back and I'm just a mess. So my schedule is all over the place, so I'm all discombobulated. Hey Zeraisha, how are you? Did you see the People magazine article? I don't know. So let's have a little listen to the latest and then we can build on that. So let me pull up the sound. Make sure that's all perfect for you guys. Just turn the music down and I will see you in chat whilst we watch this together.
Yeah. You good? Yeah, I can hear it.
And mentioned earlier, everybody kind of think of your best question because he got to get this guy back to work. So.
Three and a half minutes out from top commercial.
Okay.
So after that,
We're all at everybody about 3 minutes.
right after, roughly, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Chief. Should have given you a minute or two.
That's all right. It'll be good.
Seconds. Y'all at about give him the thumbs up and no, I'm good. Thank you.
One minute out from top commercial, about 1:40.
And I do have a visual for everybody after. Y'all just give us wait 30 seconds.
About a minute out now, so it'll intro.
We're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good afternoon. My name is Byron Snelgrove. I am the Director of Public Safety for the City of Casey. It's been almost exactly 24 hours now since we received a phone call in reference to a missing 6-year-old female named Faye Swetlik. Faye is a bubbly, energetic first grader at Springdale Elementary School. Faye's teacher loves her. Faye's SRO loves her. Faye's classmates love her. When she walks into a room, she brightens it up. Everybody loves Faye. Faye loves dresses, fancy shoes, spending time with her family, cats, and playing outside. We've all been gathered here for one thing today, and that's to find Faye. The last time Faye was seen, she was wearing a black shirt with the word peace across the front of it. The photos that you have, her hair's a little bit longer than it is today. We're trying to get pictures of that, but it's been cut to about shoulder length or just above. Faye's parents are anxiously awaiting her return. Her mother, her mother's boyfriend, and her father have all been cooperative with us and the other agencies investigating this case. What we would like to ask is that you hold on to a phone number, 803-205-4444. That's 803-205-4444. And we specifically asked that the residents of Churchill Heights here in Casey who have cameras such as surveillance cameras around their houses, doorbell cameras, Ring doorbell cameras, anything like that, anything that records, and have any type of recording on their devices between the time of 2 and 5 p.m. yesterday, please call us at that number. Let us know that you have that recording. We'll come get it, look at it, and it may be key in us proceeding with this case. Now again, we're here for one reason. We're here to find Faye. I'll take a few questions. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Can you explain the FBI's involvement and if you invited them here, how that cooperation is working?
We invited the FBI. Any missing child is extremely important to us as well as the FBI. They already had agents in the area. They came and started assisting with us almost immediately.
Why are you keeping the area in the 1 mile radius around the neighborhood? Why stick to that 1 mile area?
Well, we've not ruled anything out. We're not sure that she hasn't just walked off and is somewhere in the woods or at a neighbor's house, possibly in distress or fallen or something like that. Yes, sir.
She was playing in her yard at the time of her disappearance. Who was home at that time?
Her mother was home.
Have you found anything, any evidence of an abduction or anything of that nature in this case?
Not at this time. It doesn't appear to be.
Any idea when the timeline between when she went missing and when she was reported to you guys? Any idea about that one hour in between that time?
I mean, if you think about it, if you're a parent, you're going to go out and look for your child in the neighborhood. Then when you realize you can't find them, you're going to call.
We'll do 3 more quick ones.
I know you all are looking for additional surveillance footage. Have you found anything at all at this point that would, I guess, lead you to conclude where she might be?
Well, we have found some surveillance footage that has helped us. We're also following up with every lead that we get, and we're going to go until it's exhausted.
What about what the parents have said? Have they said anything to you about the situation at all? Beyond just she's missing?
Only that she's missing. Other than that, they really don't know.
Is the time she was in the yard still the last time anyone, including tip lines or surveillance video, has seen her?
About 3:45, yes.
Last question in the back.
How effective has the hotline been so far in finding hostages?
It's been extremely effective. We've gotten a lot of leads in. I think we sent out about 50 today, but we received about 75.
What about the red car that you guys are reading from the apartment complex?
It's just being looked at as possibly being involved in the case.
All right,
She
guys.
was in the yard by herself, correct? Playing by herself?
That's correct. All right. Thank you
All right,
very
guys,
much.
Thank y'all very much. I do have a handout for everybody. These are some updates.
Okay. So it's interesting that they sort of immediately, the FBI was already in the area, so that worked out kind of well for them. The interesting thing is that Faye has a Facebook page. She's 6 and she has a Facebook page. Let me I'll just screenshot it instead of showing you. I'll pop it up. That's not going to do that. Image. I just think it's really interesting. I don't know. Is that what we do these days? I don't know. But yeah, she has a Facebook page. So anyway, so I haven't actually looked into much about the family or anything like that. I kind of do things a little different in the sense that I know a lot of the Facebook groups and a lot of other channels sort of you know, do all of that stuff, and I don't know how comfortable I am. I like to look, but I don't want to do the whole speculation as much as everyone else does. It's just not, I prefer like looking at the solid facts. Like there's a post from 11 minutes ago saying that the mum and the boyfriend are being questioned, but we don't know for real if that's actually the truth, because they're saying it was heard by a friend of a friend. Like, you don't know whether that's actually the truth. Hey Bergstrong, how are you? Yeah, everyone's like, why does she have a Facebook page? I haven't looked for that, Zeracia, if you want to have a little look. So I'm trying to find more information that I can. Hey Caitlin, how are you? I did read that a possible vehicle could have been towed, but I haven't read any articles about that. So according to this article from today, law enforcement is focusing their efforts in the Churchill Heights neighborhood. So that is the area that she's in. They're going door to door with officers, which I think's pretty amazing. She's wearing a black shirt with polka dot boots. She is a first grader, and she does have like a little speech impediment, and she has a tongue tie, I'm assuming it is. So that's another thing to sort of think out for. Oh, Caitlin, we got rain. Did we ever? My street is flooded. My street is absolutely flooded. Hey, Stephanie. It's actually, the houses across the road from me were all destroyed. I watched a family last night move their home out in boxes. It was horrible to watch, to be honest with you. Thanks, Renee. I'll have a little look in a second. So her mum's name, for those that want to know, her mum's name is Selena Marie Collins, if you want to go and have a little respectful stalk on Facebook. She, according to this, she's single. Hey Jack's mum. It's not going down. No, it's still, at the moment, the floodwaters are still bad. It's been fun. It's been rough. Some people are having a go at the mum for not calling the police until 5 p.m. If your child goes missing at 3:45, I actually think 5 p.m. is the perfect time to call. You sort of probably go look and you look around the area. I don't have an issue with that at all. I don't know about you guys. Hey, Undercover Angel, yes, we do have another child missing. So for those that are coming in just now, this is on the screen Faye Swetlik, who is 6 years old. She was last seen in the area of Churchill Heights, which is in KC, South Carolina. She was last seen at 3:45 p.m. She got off the bus, her school bus, and let me just show you what she was wearing. That just comes up right here. Let me just move it over a little. She was last seen wearing this. I'll just pop that there. So it was a black t-shirt with neon colors and the word peace on it, polka dot rain boots, flower print skirt. So she was last seen at 3:45 p.m. playing in her yard, and then she was reported missing by her mum at 5 p.m. on Monday. So, you know, this is a brand new case. They are working very, very hard on it. Hey, Rosemary. What does it, hang on, let me just go look. Oh, it does. Let me go fix it in the title. Okay, fixed. Done. Okay. So that's like the basis that we know at the moment. And if anyone knows anything, there's been a couple of different numbers that have been mentioned. The number I have here is 803-794-0456. I'll just double check though. I'll see if I can find that number that he mentioned in the area. So a couple of people saying they don't let their kids play outdoors. Because of stuff like this. That kind of sucks. I mean, I get it though. And I think they were in an apartment block as well. From these photos, let me show you these photos. So if anyone finds information, you're welcome to email me at missbridgetparker@gmail.com. I'm sort of having a little look around whilst live. I just haven't been able to do as much research as normal. So let me pull these tweets up that were posted earlier. So Carolyn Hecker, who is a journalist, she said, crime scene tape covers the front and back door of Londonderry Square apartment. It's where we're told missing 6-year-old Faye lived. I actually have the address so we can Google Earth it if you're interested in doing that. Oh wow, Val says that people even steal pets from yards now. They're taking dogs and reselling them. Yeah, that happens in my area. They take like staffies, pit bulls for dog fighting and stuff like that. I've always been very anxious about leaving Bella outside, to be honest. Sia says I go outside with my kiddo when he plays, as well as take him and pick him up at the bus stop. Wow. So let me just remove these. There we go. Okay, let me see. Now, I haven't actually heard anything from any of the family members. They haven't spoken out yet. So I don't know. I'm just making that comment. What's the address? Let me see if I can find it. Let's go on Google Earth and have a little look at the area. Fire up Google Earth. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up on OBS. We are spinning. I'll make that spinning stop in a second. Just fix this up. Annoying me. Here we go. Better. Okay. So, hey faithful one, it's 16 Londonderry Square. It's crazy to think like when I grew up, that wasn't an issue. It's just crazy how things change. That photo's causing some problems, so let's do this. There we go. Okay, let's go and have a little look at the area. We're zooming in, guys. See if that big road is I-95 when you get closer. Okay, let's zoom out for a second so we can see that. This big road here. Let me go out. How can we tell? Oh, this one here. I think it's Highway 26. It's got the 26 marker. Is that what that means? Just remember, I'm from Australia, guys. Yeah, I hope they find her as well. Like, I really do hate covering kids' cases. And then after this, we're going to talk a little bit more about Lisa Snyder because there's been some news with her. She was meant to be in court today, but she wasn't. So I want to talk about that a little bit. But kids' cases, I don't like doing it. I mean, I like to let people know about cases and make people aware, but at the same time, it's just really hard when it's little innocent children. Yes, that's what it means. Thank you, Carol. Perfect. Okay, so I don't know what that means. I'm assuming then that means that she lives really close to a major highway. So let's go back down where we were. We're going to zoom in again. Shady Lady, what a cool name. Oh gosh, are we this close? So this is $6.99. I don't know how we got here. We wanted 16. Okay. Okay, so this is the area. Well, call me stupid, but with the way that this area is set up, I don't actually think that it's a bad thing that she's right outside. She would have only had a like, there's not really much area for her to play in, but like, it's not, there's not a whole bunch of area, but it's not, it wouldn't be a very busy area to me. There isn't really much room, but it doesn't seem like a very, I mean, you can't really tell from photos, but you see what I mean? Like, it's a little square, so there wouldn't be a whole, let's go out onto this road. I mean, if she lived on this road, I would think, oh. But the area, to me, I can't chastise the mum for letting her play outside. Although Gail's saying it's not a secure area though. Julie said to me that would be even more dangerous to leave her out in the parking lot by herself. Kanga says possibly a neighbour. Okay, so let's see if we can look around the back. This is as far as we can go. There really doesn't look like there's much room out the back either. A local news says she played on the front porch. Well, if that's the case, it's only a teeny tiny little area she was on. I have more questions now. I have questions. And it's a small little, to me, it's a somewhat small-ish apartment, and they're all very close together. So I wonder what other people heard or saw, because they're kind of all on top of each other. Let's see if we can look around the back from this way. Yeah, they're just all on top of each other. Someone had to have heard something or seen something. Let's see what these people up here are doing. Oh, they're playing basketball. They're little kids. Oh, bless. Well, CS, you say that, and we've just seen kids on here on the Google Earth. So I wonder if this was an area where a lot of children were. If anyone watches this in the replay and is a local of KC, South Carolina, and knows this area, shoot me an email and let me know. Is this an area that has a lot of children in it? So this is KC, K-A-Y-C-E, South Carolina. What was the other suburb that was mentioned though? Churchill Heights neighborhood. Lynn on Periscope says they are questioning neighbors, parents are cooperating. They have surveillance video, they say it's useful. Well, good. Honestly, I feel like these days, any sort of surveillance, ring doorbell, whatever company is used, it's helping so much with cases. And I think if I was in America, I think that I would get one just for that reason alone. Is you live not far from there? Lynn, what's the area like? Do you know? Captain of My Soul says you always find kids in apartment complex and they tend to play in places where they shouldn't. So I wonder what time she got off the bus, the school bus. I wonder if there's any info on that. I'm just having a little look to see if I can find anything. There's a couple of different groups. I want to know which one's the best. Lindsay says she thinks that she got off the bus at 2:45. You do have to be really careful in the groups though. With what you sort of say, and I don't want to sort of report on things that aren't true. Apparently the grandpa is driving from Indiana there to see what he can do to help. Yeah, it's a double house. So Lynn is in the area and she says local news isn't saying much. They're asking for video surveillance from 2 to 5 p.m. Look, I think that could possibly be... I think the police... This is just a speculation on my part, but I believe that the police could possibly be starting to realise that social media can be really a real hindrance in cases. Now, her aunt has posted on social media. Yesterday, we just found out that she's been abducted. I don't know if that's true or not. But yeah, so this is the information that we know. This is what we know so far. We know that... Let me... From here, just pop a little different angle for you. So we know that this sweet, innocent young child, 6-year-old child, Faye, gets off the school bus. I don't know, the time hasn't been confirmed to me, so I'm not sure. But she gets off the school bus and she's playing in her yard or on her porch. She's last seen at 3:45 p.m. and her mum calls and reports her missing at 5 p.m. She was wearing a shirt that... Let me just pull this, hide this for a second and pull this up. She was wearing a shirt that was black that said peace on it in neon colours. She was wearing a flower print skirt and polka dot rain boots. She has strawberry blonde hair. She has a lactose intolerance and she has a speech impediment from a tongue tie. So that's what we know for sure. The area is the Churchill Heights neighborhood of Casey, South Carolina. And she is a first grader. Jack's mum wants me to ask Lynn if they've been talking to other children, the police. Yes, Renee, she's been missing for more than 24 hours now. And Jack's mum says, I'm thankful that the weather is warm there right now at least. Yeah, I didn't think about that being Australian. That is a huge concern as well. Yeah, so it looks like, I mean, we had a little look and we saw, so the phone number down the bottom here is, so if anyone has information, if you have actual information, proper factual information, please don't give it to a YouTuber, please give it to police and call 803-205-4444. That's 803-205-4444. Don't post it on Facebook. Don't post it to any social media. If it's actual factual information that you've been given or you've discovered or something, please just give it to the police, because the most important thing in this is actually Faye coming home to her family. It's not about, you know, anything other than that. But so we had a little look and we saw, let me go back around. I don't know when this Google Maps was taken. I'll see if I can figure that out. But even down this street, you can actually see when the Google Earth's coming past that there's kids playing. So it looks like an area where a lot of families and kids would live. So you do wonder as well whether there's there are families in the area. You hope, at least. And the other kids were in the area. Why won't it let me go in there now? This is annoying me. Here we go. Yeah, they are going door to door and speaking to neighbors, obviously, and they have some surveillance, which is awesome. Neighbours saw Faye when she picked her son up from bus stop Monday about 2:50, according to Lynn. So let's see if I can find any articles that have that confirmed. We're going to do a little respectful stalking. So hello to everyone if out there who is just joining. We are looking at the disappearance of 6-year-old Faye Swetlik. My channel covers true crime and missing persons cases, so if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe to the channel and pop a like on the video. We've got an article from CNN. Good. I'm hoping this gets picked up, this case. So in this article, they actually say that there's now more than 250 officers on this. That's amazing. That's amazing. They're stopping cars going in and out of the area. So it doesn't really say the time. It says she arrived safely home but went missing. She got off her bus on Monday afternoon and arrived safely at her house. So this doesn't really mention anything. They've got dogs on this as well. So this is a little bit about Faye, the little sweet little girl that she is. She looks so adorable. Faye is a bubbly, energetic first grader. Faye loves dresses, fancy shoes, spending time with her family, cats, and playing outside. Okay, let's have a look and see if there's anything else. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Let me go and have a look straight at that website. Perfect. So, www. Thank you so much, Lynn. Okay, so this is an article from WIS TV or WIS TV. Officials note evidence of abduction during investigation into missing 6-year-old from South Carolina. State and federal law enforcement agencies have gotten involved in the search for a missing 6-year-old girl from South Carolina. At this time, investigators have not found any evidence of abduction, officials said during an update. In the latest from the police, officials say Faye's mother, her mother's boyfriend, and Faye's father are all cooperating with the investigation. Her parents are anxiously awaiting her return. they're focusing in on the neighborhood. So I'm thinking that they're assuming that she maybe wandered off. So Snelgrove, who is Snelgrove? Let me just see. Oh, that's the director of the Casey Department of Public Safety. He said, we're not sure that she hasn't just walked off, and that is somewhere in the woods or at a neighbour's home, possibly in distress or fallen or something like that. So this article doesn't say a time. Apparently she loves the colours pink and purple and enjoyed a freeze pop every day after school. Is a freeze pop like an ice block? Like an ice lolly? Apparently her teachers adore her. Okay, so yeah, I can confirm then that this story tells it, and Lynn was completely correct. A neighbour whose son rides the school bus with Faye said she saw the child when she picked up her son from the bus stop on Monday. That was around 2:50 p.m. So she got home. She probably got home. So Faye's mother was at the bus stop. So she got off the bus with her mom and then saw her mom. They walked home. Probably went inside and, you know, did the usual. Probably had a snack. Maybe had her freeze pop, and then went outside to play. I mean, that's just my assumption. Family friend said that Faye would not willingly go off with a stranger, that she was raised to know better than to do that. Oh, and a lot of the neighbours didn't want to put their children on the school bus on Tuesday. That sucks. And there was actually a prayer vigil tonight at 6:30 p.m. at the Trinity Baptist Church for Faye, which was lovely as well. So let me have a little look at chat, see how everyone is and what everyone's thinking. Hello, Audra. I'm just waiting for the chat to load. Why am I fancy? What have I done that's fancy? Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? It's really cool. So what we do is I live stream on YouTube, D Live and Periscope. So I have this feature set up so that you can actually comment to each other. Now the annoying thing is for Periscope, like Lynn's on Periscope at the moment, so she's talking to all of us over on YouTube, which is really cool. But unfortunately, if we type back, Lynn won't be able to see it. So that's why if anyone asks questions to Lynn in chat, I actually say them so that Lynn can hear them, because she's just been such a delight and a help so far. Hey Dee Dee, I don't know if I said hello. Yes, I love respectful stalking. That's what I like to do. It's my catchphrase. Instead of saying sleuthing, I like to say that we stalk, but we do it respectfully. Okay, so Making Racket says she's looking at a map and the middle school and high school are close by. So let's pull that up. Let's go out. And so I think it was called Springfield, wasn't it? The school. So let's see if I can, let's pin this. New project. Project title is Faye Swetlik. Save. And then What would the suburb be? Casey? Nope. Let's see if this works. If not, I'll have to look for the address. Nope, that's absolutely not right. I don't know where it's taking us, guys. that's oh, okay, hang on. Is that it here? We'll go in and then we'll go out. That doesn't seem correct at all. Of course, Lynn. Okay, I'm spinning you around. I apologize if you get seasick. Or car sick, I should say. Okay, I might go out just for a second and see where exactly the school, because I've gotten all confused now. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. So. Oh, we can't really see much. That's the school. You really can't see much because of that, but let's hop out and pin it and we'll have a look at the distance. Okay. Now, the problem is no, I don't want you to do that. The problem is I don't remember how you... I think you can plot points, but I don't know... I don't really remember how you... Nope. They say it's Springdale. Hang on, I'm stuck. Okay, let me go and have a little, just double check, because I could be completely wrong. Let me just check. Check my notes. That one doesn't have it. Hey Emily, how are you? Okay, I'm just looking through all articles just to make sure, because I mean that distance doesn't seem right. FBI agents searched the backyard and porch area Tuesday afternoon, apparently. I'm just looking at an article. Okay, it's Springdale. I was completely wrong. That's okay. So let's projects, delete that, go back. Okay, that doesn't really help much. Oh, thank you, Val. Thank you. I'm assuming that's the address of the school. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's better. Thank you, Val. Yeah, that's the elementary school, so let's pin that. Why didn't that work? Okay. No, go away. Okay, so let's go down. That's better. Let's go and have a little look at the area. We're just here. There we go. So this is the school that Sweet Faye goes to. So her bus ride home mustn't be too long. So let's go back out and have a little look, and let's see if I can work out the distance. Go out, 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 out. Keep going, keep going. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can quickly find out how to calculate the distance. There's this thing that says draw line or shape, but I don't know if that really does much. Let's see. No, it doesn't really. What happens when I do this? Nothing. Okay, let me go and have a little look at chat. I've got chat on a different screen. Jan Smith, I hope that she's found as well. I really do. I'm just reading some comments. Oh gosh, Emily, that's exhausting. Okay, so we know, let me go back to Google Earth. Check out the distance. Maybe if I plot it differently, I don't know. Miss Justice, I have a large amount of emails that I haven't been able to reply to yet. So if you email me, I'm sure that it's there. I just haven't been able to get to it. I've got a whole bunch to reply to after I get off this live. Just trying to figure out which way that they would have gone. So I'm sure they would have gone down this road here. Let me quickly Google how to Google Earth. What distance? Choose measure distance. Click any on the map to create a path. Okay. I'm learning live. Oh, okay. Hang on. Nope, that didn't do it. Nope, that didn't work. Nope. So let's see if there's something else that I'm missing. No. Okay, hang on. Out. I don't know. I'll have to look at this off of a live so that I don't I'm not just sitting here boring the crap out of everyone. Bye, Adrock. Good night. Yeah, so Faye's address is Hey Lily Belljoy is 16 Londonderry Square. So we can have another little look at it. Let's escape from that. Get out of that because that's just not working for me. I don't know about that whole line thing. I don't know about that line business. It's all right. I'll look into it when I'm off of the YouTubes. I have 6 million things to do on my to-do list. Okay, so this is Faye's home here, number 16. So at 3:45 is the last time she's seen on Monday, and then 5 p.m. she's reported missing. They're combing the area. There's 250 police working on this and trying to find her. We really don't know a whole bunch of information, and I don't want to go into speculating. Lou says it's 1.805 miles. Lou, if that is the case, I truly appreciate it. Renee says it's 2.5 miles. Lou says as the crow flies. Yeah, so we don't, let me just switch back over to the image. So this is sweet little Faye. Apparently she loves pink and purple. She loves cats. She loves being outside. She's very bubbly. And she's missing, and she's been missing for over 24 hours now. So I'm really, really hoping for a good outcome, but it is a bit of a worry. So I want to move on and briefly touch on something else in a different case. So let me get set up for that. Let me pull up my info. I'm going to close Google Earth for now. Okay. So the case that I want to do an update on is Lisa Snyder. She is alleged to have killed Conner and Brinley Snyder. Lisa was 36 at the time this happened. Conner was 8 and Brinley was 4. This happened on the 23rd of September. Now, she claimed at the time that her 8-year-old was very depressed and that he took his life by hanging himself, and he took his sister along with him. Within 2 months of this happening, the police actually arrested her and charged her with murder. Now, she was meant to be in court tomorrow for you, I think. But that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. She actually waived her first court appearance. So as of this article from mcal.com, court records filed on the eve of Lisa Snyder's first court appearance on charges she fatally hung her 2 children in the basement of her Berks County home indicate that the 37-year-old mother will waive the hearing. The waiver means that Snyder's charges will automatically be sent to Berks County Court and also sets the stage for a potential mental health defense. So she possibly will be pleading not guilty on reason of mental health or insanity or whatever. A judge must now set a date for Snyder's formal arraignment in county court. That hearing will also be the deadline for prosecutors to decide if they will seek the death penalty for Snyder. Snyder of Albany Township was charged in December with first-degree murder, third-degree murder, tampering with evidence, endangering the welfare of children, animal cruelty, and sexual intercourse with a dog. The dog-related charges stem from photos of Snyder with her dog that she sent to an unnamed man. Police were called to Snyder's home on the 2400 block of Route 143 or 143 near Kempton around 4:30 p.m. on September 23rd and found Conner, 8, and Brinley, 4, hanging about 3 feet apart from opposite ends of a plastic-coated wire dog lead. Now, if you don't know about this case, it's really brutal. I did do a live stream about it, and I will pop it in the description for you to go and watch if you want. I actually read court docs from it, and it's pretty intense. So I'll leave that up to you whether you decide to do that or not. But I will be following this case on this channel, so if you do want to know more about it, I recommend watching that video. The children were unresponsive and in cardiac arrest. They were airlifted to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Cedar Crest, where they were taken off life support 3 days later. Snyder told police that Conner had been threatening suicide because he was being bullied and stated that he didn't want to go alone. Prosecutors say there's no evidence that the third grader was bullied. According to court records detailing Snyder's arrest, Snyder Googled hanging yourself and visited a website detailing an effective way of hanging a person. Snyder also searched for how to die from carbon monoxide and searched several searches for Almost Got Away With It, a reference to a true crime television series on ID. Snyder allegedly told a friend that she was depressed and didn't care about her kids shortly before the hanging, court records state. Snyder is being held in the Berks County Jail without bail. Her attorney, Dennis Charles, did not return a phone message Tuesday evening. So, yeah, she's waived the hearing. So I'm wondering if she's going to go for a mental health defense. I guess we will know in due time. And we'll also know in due time whether they decide to seek the death penalty against her. I would be surprised if they don't, to be perfectly honest with you. There's a lot of evidence to prove that she's the person who did this. There is proof of her purchasing a dog cable lead that was used in the hanging of these two innocent children. She bought that several days before this incident occurred. There's a lot of discussion, and you can see it in that video that I did about one of Conner, who's 8. He had some fine motor and gross motor challenges, and it was proven that there's no way that he could physically have done it. He couldn't have done what Lisa claimed that he did, and worked out the weighting system of how to commit this horrific act. So I guess we stay tuned and we wait to see what comes next. I don't know what comes next, but I do feel that there will be a death penalty. I think that this will be a death penalty case because of the brutality, and I do think that they have enough proof. I mean, they have enough proof of those flipping images she sends of her dogs, of her poor dog to an unknown male, an unnamed male, to prove animal cruelty and sexual intercourse with a dog. Gross, disgusting. Hey, Bunny Bubs. Hey, Karina. So I think she Google searched how long to die from carbon monoxide. The exact naming is in the court docs. Hang on, I'll pull them up. I've got them here. I may as well pull them up. Like to be factual, so let's do this. Snyder. I swear, anyone who would go through my computer, it would not be a good look. It really wouldn't. I've got all of these case files through my computer. Okay, let me have a little quick look and see if I can find it quickly. But I read through the affidavit of probable cause continuation in that video. So I will pop that in the description in a moment. Okay, it should be around here somewhere. Oh god, and I read the messages out. Ugh, that was gross. I feel sick thinking about it. Yes, so on the 23rd, so the actual day that the kids passed, the 23rd of September 2019 at 11:27, so 11:27 a.m, she searches, do a hybrid car produce carbon monoxide? Then a minute later at 11:28 a.m, does a hybrid car produce carbon monoxide while idling? So she did say that, Karina. Yeah, so she also has a 17-year-old son, and I just feel horrendous for him. There was a GoFundMe that I did mention in that live that I did to help him get through all of this, because it's just awful. But let me quickly pull up that live and pop it in the in the whatchamacallit, in the description, because otherwise I probably will forget. Here we go. And I'll pop it in chat too. So if you want to learn more about that case, the video will be in the chat. And I'll pop it in the description now. Previous video. And I will come live to you if we find out anything more about beautiful Faye. Please share this video out so that we can get some more attention on this case. There's not been a lot, and so I wanted to sort of get this out there. I really hope that I wake up in the morning and she's found and, you know, she just went for a wander. But it has been over 24 hours now, which is a bit scary, a bit worrying. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed our live. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts at the moment, please give me a review. It really helps out the podcast to grow a little bit more. Karina, no, that's fine, because when you said that, I was like, ooh, is that, I didn't remember it, so I'm glad. Hey, who, what, when, where. I love that name. So I think I'm going to wrap it up for today, guys. So we've had a little chat about missing 6-year-old Faye Swetlik, who is missing from South Carolina and hasn't been seen since 3:45 p.m. on Monday. I hope that we have more information on that soon and that she's found safe and she's just gone for a little wander and she's okay. And we now have an update on Lisa Snyder's case, and that'll be interesting to follow. I will be back maybe tomorrow, possibly tomorrow. I do have other things happening. I've got family coming over, so don't be surprised if I'm not on, but definitely look out for the notification if you're following on Periscope, DLive or YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe or follow or whatever it is on that platform as well. I will see you all either tomorrow or the day after. The day after, definitely. So until then, have a lovely evening, have a lovely day, whatever it is when you're listening.